everyone. My name is Ashley Rogers. I am a chair of the Member Engagement Standing Committee. Thank you all for coming tonight. We are so excited to get to talk to you. Today, we're going to be talking about the membership vice president role and what it really entails, as well as asking or answering any questions or concerns that you guys may have. So, on the Member Engagement Standing Committee, there's actually 6 of us. 3 of us are going to be talking tonight, but throughout the whole thing tonight, if you have any questions, feel free to direct message any of us, as well as feel free to contact us afterwards. But the people speaking tonight are going to be myself, Desiree, and Aniston. All right, so going over a quick agenda, we're going to go over some housekeeping things, some roles and responsibilities of the membership VP, a timeline of what the year in your position is going to look like, some resources that may be helpful for your time during this year, as well as potential event ideas that can help get members not only engaged, but to participate in more APhA-ASP events held at your chapters. So quick housekeeping things. Feel free to use the chat or raise your hand to ask any questions. It is not required, but we would love to see your face. So if you guys are comfortable, please turn your cameras on. Unless you are asking a question, please make sure that your microphone is muted. And then just to give you all a heads up, this session is being recorded. So the recording and the slides are going to be available hopefully here in the next couple weeks on the APhA website. So going into your role as membership vice presidents of your chapters. So the purpose of your role is to really address the needs of membership as well as the community by finding ways to get members to actively engage within chapter events throughout the year. Ways you can do this is to develop strategies to increase membership participation, and work with chapter members, officers, and advisors to develop strategic plans for membership recruitment and retention. So going over the quick timeline for both the fall and the spring, this is just going to be the timeline for the fall. What you guys really need to know for your roles is that fall membership actually starts in August and ends October 31st. So you have about 3 months to really try to get a student pharmacist involved in the organization and to become members in it. I'm not saying that after October 31st is the hard deadline of when people can't become members after that. They absolutely can. It's just if you want to get if student pharmacist wants to get the most benefit out of everything, becoming members between the August and October point is the most beneficial. As you can see, there are a bunch of other dates in here that would be helpful for not only you as members of APhA-ASP, but these are also kind of like membership incentives that you can use to introduce everybody to the organization and really try to convince them to get involved with it. So feel free to use any of these to whatever works for you guys. This next one is the spring timeline. I'm not necessarily going to go over this, but I wanted to make sure to point out that this was here and it will be in the PowerPoints when they get put up on the website, just for you guys to kind of use at your own convenience. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, especially when it comes to the spring membership drive, which normally starts in about March to May, feel free to contact us when the time comes. I'm sure we'll have more announcements then as well. All right, I'll pass it off to Desiree.
Thanks, Ashley. So I'll just go through 5 tips for success as the membership VP. So first of all, being the membership vice president, it is all about the members within your local chapters. You want to try to find out the why of why your students joined and became involved with APhA-ASP. And also try to ask them why they are still involved, because it's very important to highlight that membership is everyone's responsibility. Also, highlight the benefits of APHA-ASP membership, which we'll go through a little bit more in the next couple of slides. And then also find ways to incentivize or boost your membership drives. That really helps to bring new members and then keep those old members from your chapters. Make sure to start planning early. That is one of the most important things. And then always keep track of everything for the car, but we'll kind of highlight that a little bit more. And I'll pass it off to Aniston.
Thanks, Desiree. So we decided to incorporate a Mentimeter. So if you wouldn't mind to join this Menti, and we're going to ask the question in one word, why did you join APHA-ASP? And so I'm not going to show the results on our screen here, but I will put some of the results on the, go over some of the results as they start to pop in. So take the next couple seconds and we'll answer this question here. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of just connections, being involved in the community, leadership opportunities, networking. So all of this is really important, a aspect of APHA-ASP. And kind of leveraging this and encouraging your peers of why you joined and what was your why really helps them determine their why and why they should stay involved in this organization. Thanks, guys.
Aniston basically just covered all of the information on this slide, but again, one of the most important things about being the membership VP is really highlighting your members. Highlight what they can get out of being a part of APHA-ASP. It can be a very powerful tool for you as the membership VP, but then also for all of your other e-board members and your team to make your chapter the most successful it can be. And then also focusing on your members' whys. Again, in any way that you can to highlight why they joined APHA, and then again, why they have stayed with APHA-ASP. We'll go through a little bit more of the membership benefits. So on the next slide will be another question for the Mentimeter, if everyone is able to answer that.
Yeah, so this next question is really to see what do you know about being an APHA-ASP member? So we're going to bump through some questions here. Ashley, if you wouldn't mind hitting next slide for me. And so this is the first quiz question. True or false, as an APHA-ASP member, you are also a member of IPSF. Okay, so I let majority of the people go ahead and answer, and so the answer to this is actually true. So being a part of APHA-ASP, you are also a part of IPSF, which is an international pharmacy organization. We are partnered with them, and you get to be a member by being a member of APHA-ASP. And so if you have students who are interested in going internationally and exploring different avenues, this would be a great thing to show to those potential members. Okay, the next question is how many scholarships are APHA-ASP members eligible for? Okay, I kind of got some people with this one too. So the correct answer is actually 23. So there's 23 different opportunities for your members to be eligible and apply for scholarships through APHA-ASP. This is a huge component of being able to go to school is being able to pay for school. And so having the opportunity to apply for these scholarships is a really awesome way to kind of promote membership, and getting your students involved and getting them to apply for these is a really great way to kind of show off all the amazing things you're doing with your school, and also trying to highlight your members and how amazing they're being by hopefully one of them getting a scholarship. Okay. The next one is true or false. APhA-ASP offers a summer internship program for its members. Okay, we were really quick at answering that one. Looks like most of us got it here. So yes, it is true. So this is something that you can apply for, an intern up at the headquarters at APhA. And so yeah, it's another opportunity that some students may not know is out there. If they're interested in being involved in a larger way, this would be something that they could apply for and hopefully get the internship. Okay, so the next one is kind of near and dear to all of those who are on MESC, and hopefully in part of your chapters as well. So this one is going to ask you, what are the nationally recognized APhA-ASP patient care projects? Hint, there are 6 of them. Okay, looks like we pretty well got it there. So we've got Operation Heart, Operation Immunization, Operation Substance Use, OTC, Women's Health, diabetes. Am I forgetting someone? Please don't yell at me, the rest of my team members. Okay, looks like I got it. So it looks like most of y'all did too. So these are the nationally recognized. As different schools offer different ones, you're more than welcome to have more than that. You can have less than that, whichever one works best for your organization as a whole. But these are the ones that we recognize and have awards for as an organization. Okay, so this is just another question to ask. What are the other patient care operations that you have at your school that you offer to your members? And this is a fill in the blank question. So if there's some that are not part of the kind of core 6 that we offer nationally, pop those in. Okay, I'm showing one about melanoma, a wellness chair, pretty cool. Got a skin health, which is awesome too. Showing some mental health ones coming in as well. And then Generation RX, that sounds pretty cool. I'm not quite for sure what it is, but that's got a really cool name to it. So as you can see, there's so many different things that you can get started at your school to kind of offer unique avenues for your students to get plugged in that are not part of the 6 nationally recognized. So thanks you guys for popping those in there for me.
And next, we're going to go through some more, well, just one more question about some incentives, and then we'll kind of dive a little bit deeper into what incentives you can use at your chapters. Okay, so this question is more of a, if you just want to pop a answer into the chat, this is asking just what membership drive incentives have all of you used at your own schools, if you have.
Yeah, to bounce off with you, Desiree, too, it also is a Menti question. So if you don't want to put it in the chat, I can give an example that my school does. So the cohort that has the most students by a specific date, they get free Nothing Bundt cake, which is a cake company that's pretty common in the South. So that's just one example that my school does. It looks like some people have popped into the Menti Here too, we've got a member of the month. We do free Dunkin'. That sounds really cool. We're showing some raffles here, so they get put in for a drawing of the prize. And then looks like our Dean of Student Affairs covers half of the membership fees for our P1s. That's pretty cool too. So as you can see, there's multiple different unique ways to kind of incentivize people, kind of make it a competition, see who can get the most members and cohort wise, or just however your school kind of breaks it up. But yeah, there's lots of different ways to get people excited to join APhA-ASP.
So this is just one example that we have here, but as we just heard, there are many other ways to incentivize your chapters or for the membership drives. So first, you can do raffles, as we heard. So if you have multiple raffles throughout the membership drive, or you just have one, whichever works best for your chapters, you can have, for example, if however many students join by such and such date, then are entered into a raffle to win a nothing bundt cake or a free membership, or choose anything under the sun, honestly. And then you can also have that every student that joins within the next however many days gets an APhA-ASP prize, whatever that type of prize may be for your chapter. There's also class competitions for the most membership, so whichever class gets to however much percent for the who wins first, a prize or something. And then also you can offer member-only benefits, which can include graduation cords or access to patient care events first. And so incentivizing can look very different at everyone's chapters. But these are just a couple of resources. So as Ashley mentioned earlier, you will have access to these slides in the next couple of weeks on the APhA website. So if you want to scan these now and save them, that would also be helpful. But this first QR code is for the virtual membership box. And then we also have our APhA-ASP social media. So make sure to tag APhA-ASP in any sort of membership drive, whatever you post on your chapter Instagram. And then next we have our APhA-ASP event planning checklist and timeline, and then also the chapter transition guides. So those are, again, just some helpful resources for you as membership VPs, but you also might find that these resources are helpful for your e-boards or for your members as a whole. And that is all we really have for today. So we are more than willing to answer any questions that you all have. You're more than welcome. Our contact information will be on the next slide, but you are all more than welcome to reach out to us at any point if you have questions, or if you have questions now, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Desiree. Earlier, I did forget to mention that when it comes to the roles and responsibilities, there is a pre-recorded video that you guys are more than welcome to watch that should go more in depth on what the roles and responsibilities are for the membership vice president. What I had gone over earlier was just a short little review of everything in that video. If you are looking for the link for that, feel free to let us know. We can certainly email it to you. We can put it in the group chat later as well. But yeah, that is all I had. So let me go to the next screen. Like I said, this is the group chat. So if you haven't already, we do really would appreciate if you guys went ahead and joined. We don't plan on spamming this group chat, so do not worry about getting thousands of messages from us. We are just going to utilize this group chat as more of a, if there's any announcements or important information that we need to get out to you guys sooner rather than later, we'll go ahead and send it in this group chat, as well as in it. If any of you have any questions throughout the year, this is a great place to drop those questions in, because not only would we be able to answer them for you, possibly other chapter leaders could answer them as well. And then finally, here is all of our contact information. All of us will be more than happy to sit down and talk to you if you have any more further questions. Honestly, even if someone in your chapter has questions on the specific operations or anything in general, we would be able to answer it for you. And if we wouldn't be able to, we can certainly forward you to the right person. So feel free to contact us at any point. We are here to support you guys. But other than that, that is really all we have. I'm going to go back to this question screen, but feel free to ask any questions in the chat or ask questions in the Menti if you're more comfortable with that. But we'll be here for anything you guys need.
Ashley, I do have one person who put in the Menti that they didn't quite have enough time to scan the QR code for the timeline. So if you could bump back to that slide so they could grab that really quick. And again, these slides will be posted, but since you're here, I want to make sure that you have everything that you need. No, go back to I think they were wanting, it says scan the QR code for the timeline. Yeah, probably the checklist, yeah. We'll hover here for a few seconds. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put it in the Menti, and we can go from there. Also, I noticed that it looked like that the Operation Generation RX was an older name for substance use disorder. I did not know that, so very cool there. Okay. Thanks, Ashley.
Hey all, it seems like there's some QR code issues. It seems like a lot of people are having the same issue with access being denied.
What I can do is if you guys want to, I will send a follow-up email with all the links to all these resources, just for you guys to have an easier time. So within the next couple days, if you guys want to just check your emails, I'll make sure to send that over.
And we can also put it in the description of the video that we'll be posting on the YouTube page. So you can look at all the descriptions for any QR codes for any of the Leadership Lab links. And Ellie's also posted it in the chat right now. So plenty of options to get the link. Choose your own destiny.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions that we'd be able to answer for you guys?
Hi, my name is Juniki. I'm from Campbell University College of Pharmacy. I have a questions regarding the merch. How do we order that? Or is there a way that I could order from my personal account, or who do I
You said
contact?
you said for the merch?
I mean, any like giveaways like APHA, I don't know,
Yeah.
pencil or
Yeah, so I mean, and Parth and Ellie, please correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think the only merch that we have currently is going to be American Pharmacist Month dedicated. So if you
Okay.
actually want to look into the American Pharmacist Month, I think there's a separate webpage within APHA, you'd be able to look at the merch there and order everything through that. I know if you're looking for I know a lot of chapters use extra pins for their white coats. If you're looking or interested in ordering more of those, um, there's a way to do it on the actual APHA website, and I can certainly try to write down how to do it. And get that to you when I can.
Okay, that would be awesome because I am new to this, so I'm trying to learn as much as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
And to also help assist that with everything to get you ready for your position, Juniki, we'd love to help get you prepared by joining the. Sorry, y'all. There is also like a whole bunch of ambulances driving by right now, so I'm trying to pay attention. Okay, so as I was saying, we'll be having the fall drive kickoff happening on August 13th that you can come join us at. And there will also be talking about the fall box. So in there, there'll be the APHA badge reels, there'll be pens, there'll be other little gifts that you can hand out during your fall drive to help incentivize membership and also just get some memorabilia out to your members. So you can expect to have that. Those will be shipping on August 1st at the end of the week, and you'll be having it within the first 7 days. Now, if you don't receive that, please just shoot me an email, and I will put my email in the chat right now, and I will track on what is happening with that box and make sure it gets to you. I would also recommend you check with your chapter advisors because most of the addresses we have on file, we'll be sending it to the address that they put on file, and that's most likely their offices on your college campus.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what other questions do you guys have? And it can be about anything. It doesn't even have to be about membership. If you just have a question about APHA, feel free to ask. Also, unless anybody else needs me to go back to another screen, I am gonna stop sharing my screen for now, just so I can see everyone a little easier. So.
Has anyone had any specific problems that they've had with their membership that they want us to maybe discuss with the group?
I do want to point out that when it comes to membership, it is not just your guys' job to get people to become members as well as keep members. It is everyone's, every eBoard member within your chapter's job. So don't think that this responsibility is only you. So really get your other eBoard members involved and have a discussion on what your chapter needs in order to kind of either maintain its numbers or continue to grow its numbers. So keep that in mind too.
Another quick tip that I have for you guys and then also other exec board members is I think it's very important and I think it is a good way to connect with people is just to make sure they feel like seen and heard. So making sure that they feel welcome if it's their first year in pharmacy school, making sure that they're getting support from you, trying to get them involved in things. I think that goes a long way in making people feel a personal connection to APHA. And I think that's a really easy way for you to get more involvement.
One thing that my chapter did to make feel potential chapter members become more comfortable with the idea of not only pharmacy school but getting involved within different organizations is we actually wrote letters and handed them out the first day of school just saying hi, welcome to campus, like we are here for you for any support you need, but as well as here's our organization, we do great things. You should come join us. And we actually had a lot of turnout for when doing those because they felt like they weren't alone from day one and that we wanted to get to know them. And I thought that was a huge, huge thing. So feel free to take that idea to your guys' chapters and implement it. But we saw a huge increase in our numbers with doing that as well.
And to piggyback off of that, because it's not all of your own responsibilities, split that role with the rest of your e-board. So assign them all 10, 15 students, however big your cohorts are, and you can tackle it all together at once. And then while the students still feel kind of invited to that first chapter meeting or the first event, it kind of really makes them feel, like you said, seen in a difficult and changing time for them. So
Okay, we do have one question in the chat. How do you sign up for the benefits? Like, I know there is a discount page and I've heard that there's a separate page for it. So for the benefits itself, a lot of them do just come with a membership. If you're looking for like the scholarship benefits, or if you want to get involved in like a regional or a national position, those kind of things, there are separate web pages for it. Honestly, the easiest way that I have found to do it is just Google APhA-ASP and then whatever incentive that you're actually looking for. If you're looking for a list of actual just benefits, it's kind of a couple years old, but a lot of the information is still useful. There's a membership by vice president toolkit within the APhA-ASP website that you'd be able to use to help look at all those benefits. As for a discount page, Parth, do you happen to know anything about a discount page?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tapping me in, Ashley. So, new news, exciting stuff for all of you. If you have any questions regarding membership benefits regarding your APHA membership for yourself or for any of your chapter members, I encourage you to reach out to our newly hired staff member who's in charge of all the benefits at APHA, Jeremy McCrary. He'd be happy to help you out. I'll go ahead and put in his email contact. So if you have any questions regarding any of the final year student pharmacists who are needing their access to their transitioning membership benefits, or any of the ones that are specific to our years 1 through 3 or 1 through 2, depending on your program, please reach out to him and he'd be happy to help you out. I will go ahead and put his email in right now.
All right, while he's doing that, are there any last minute questions? If not, I think we are just going to wrap up. We are, the rest of MESC are going to stay on just for a couple minutes longer after. That way, if you guys have any more questions, we're here for you. Our contact information can be found on the APHA website as well, so feel free to look there, or I'm pretty sure you all got one of our emails because we've sent a couple links to you guys within the last couple weeks. So feel free to reach us that way as well. Other than that, thank you guys again so much for coming. We're so excited to see what you're able to accomplish this year. Thank you.